Oh, yeah.
From both fighters.
These guys ain't backing down.
You talk about being well-rounded. That's really what Will Brooks is all about. He doesn't have a weakness. Look at Sojo, though, charging in early.
Right, and Will Brooks with a little smile, and he checked all those shots.
He likes it. And if you're Sojo, what should your strategy be when you're up against a veteran who's been so successful?
Right, and
nice
quick
takedown
by Will Brooks. Right, and I think he did the right thing, right? He sprung on him early, let him know, like, hey, you may have more fights than me, but you're going to respect me. But at the end of the day, there's a huge discrepancy here in fights, in experience. Quick mount, Sojo bridging, Brooks with the control.
One advantage for Sojo is there are so many fights of Will Brooks that he can essentially go back and review prior to this fight. I mean, we mentioned 9-1 in Bellator, 546 days as champ, 2-0-1 in PFL, 1-3 in UFC, 30-fight veteran, as Brooks continues to maintain control here.
Right, like you said, overlooked, right? Overlooked by the UFC. He's on a 4-fight win streak. He wants to get back. You know, the thing about Will Brooks is he's a soft-spoken guy. He's quiet. He just wants to get in and do his business and leave, right? But like you said, we're in the era here where, and he takes the back.
He just got back control quickly. And that's exactly where Will Brooks wants to be. Can he lock it in? Look at Sojo try to fight off here.
Sojo using a lot of strength, though, to keep Will off him.
Look at the composure of Will Brooks, though.
Right, Will Brooks going to switch to body triangle here, I think. No, he's slipping out the back door. He's got to be careful.
Will Brooks landing a couple of lefts.
Right, and Will Brooks has got that hook on the, if you see his right leg, he's got that hook on Sojo's right leg as well. He's not letting him go anywhere.
Nope. Sojo knows it. Will Brooks, cool, calm, and collected. Completely happy to be in this position. Can he lock in?
I think we're at the beginning here. He's giving he's got him in a neck crank.
Will Brooks so close.
And Sojo, in true Sojo style, fights it off.
Well, there's no doubt Sojo has proven to be a bulldog with great endurance. Impressive evasion there by Sojo, but Will Brooks maintaining control.
Yeah, he snatched that head. He's got him in control. And there's great guillotine here. Great. And Will Brooks right to the back.
Had that guillotine locked in only for a second, but nonetheless. Will Brooks now.
Sojo using a lot of energy. Will Brooks just riding the wave.
Sojo had no choice there. Once again now Will Brooks looking to establish back control. You know, we mentioned being so well-rounded. That's exactly what we're seeing in the first 3 minutes.
Right, and Brooks is going to try to flatten him out here, I think. He's got a great position.
Oh, there goes the left arm.
Will Brooks going back to just a one hook.
Oh, Jhonasky Sojo back to his feet, very impressive. And now,
Will Brooks, tight defense.
Ooh. Sojo able to get a couple of strikes in there. And another takedown by Brooks. 2 for 2.
I mean, Brooks is just going to keep taking him down if Sojo just blitzes and cuts the distance like that. This is Will's way of saying you're going to respect the distance control here, right? And I think Sojo learned his lesson on this one. I think when he gets back to his feet, he's going to be a little more cautious as to running in because he's paying for it.
I mean, we know Sojo's a great striker. 8 of his knockouts were so impressive, but Will Brooks is able to withstand a lot of strikes.
He's blocked pretty much all those shots.
Yes. Final 10 seconds. It has really been all Brooks in round one. And once again, Brooks does not have a corner due to the weather conditions in South Florida.
Right, Will Brooks has enough fights to not need a corner, that's for sure.
Point taken there. Once again, Titan CEO Lex McMahon helping out there, as is Anthony Wint. Not a bad corner, not a bad makeshift corner there.
That's right, Wint came out to support him and Lex.
And talk about someone for Anthony Wint to learn from. I mean, who better than Will Brooks?
Oh, definitely.
You have one guy in his 30th pro fight. Meanwhile, Anthony Wint just made his debut tonight. That's incredible.
Yeah, passing of the torch to some degree. I mean, he could learn a lot from a guy like Will Brooks. I mean, look at how composed he was.
Yeah.
And Sojo he's bringing the heat, but it's being negated and negated and negated. It's really impressive, Will Brooks' defense right now.
Yeah, thus far, Brooks is operating with that day at the office mentality, and it's been very effective.
He is.
Once again, we can't thank you enough for joining us tonight for Titan FC 81. Thank you to our sponsor, OnlyFans, to aherousa.org, to Trojan. This is our main event in the lightweight division. Will Brooks, Jhonasky Sojo. We already crowned a new bantamweight champion in Tommy Garcia. And now we await the victor of this fight. And once again, Sojo charged in with a couple of nice strikes, but Will Brooks able to evade.
I guess I was wrong when I said Sojo was going to start to respect that distance, but let's see if Will Brooks makes him pay here. And he does.
3 for 3 on takedowns is Brooks.
Just the level of grappler that Will Brooks has been exposed to throughout his career. The type of guys he's fought. I mean, the countless black belts.
I mean, we're talking about the likes of Charles Oliveira, Michael Chandler twice, whom he defeated to become Bellator champion in the lightweight division.
Yeah.
Had 2 successful title defenses as well.
There's not much you're going to show Will Brooks that he hasn't seen already. And this is a huge learning experience for Sojo.
And Sojo, great evasion there to get back to his feet.
And Brooks just baiting him in. Now Brooks is... And Brooks right back to the bread and butter.
Absolutely. Once again successful.
Yeah, and like I was saying, this is a huge learning experience for a guy like Sojo. He's really, this is not a losing situation for him. He's really learning what it is to fight a top caliber guy.
And if you are Sojo at this point, how do you shift up your strategy?
Right, well, like I was saying, look, he's a lot of guts, maybe too much, right? He needed to learn after the first 2 attempts, right, to engage, getting taken down. He should have known right then and there, listen, I can't cut the distance this way. Yeah. This guy's getting underneath, he's taking me down. I gotta feint my way in, I gotta move around, I gotta keep that mid-range distance. But, you know, he's a gamer.
Certainly a gamer, but at some point he's gonna become exhausted, and now Will Brooks takes the back. Halfway through round 2, halfway through the fight.
He has the die on his shield mentality.
Yeah.
And Brooks is working for that choke.
So close there once again.
Will Brooks with that 2-on-1 puts him right back down. Yeah, Will's really in control here.
Credit to the conditioning of Will Brooks, too. It doesn't even look remotely tired yet.
Right? I was gonna say, like, just when you think Sojo's done, he explodes one more time, right? And there's another one.
Uh-oh.
Great transition by Will Brooks.
Wow, so smooth. You can see it in the eyes of Sojo. It's almost the thought of, what do I have to do at this point?
And Sojo spins into him again, but Will Brooks maintains top position.
Final minute of round 2. And this round has gone much like the first. And we talk about Santos with 16 decision victories. Will Brooks, same. He's so technically sound. 13 decision victories throughout his career.
Yeah, he's totally okay with going into deep waters.
And deep waters is exactly where he's taken Sojo. Is that rear naked locked in? Can Sojo survive the final 15 seconds of this second round? Or will Will Brooks make him tap out? Only seconds away to a third round. He's got it cranked in. That is it. Sojo survives. Wow. Well, that was an emphatic way to finish the second round for Will Brooks.
And I mean, Sojo is frustrated. You could see it on his face when he got up. He is not happy. Will Brooks, on the other hand, he's keeping that mentality, like you said earlier. Another day at the office.
If you're Sojo at this point, you have no choice but to take some risks in this third round, right?
Right, and I think, right, he's used that. He's been taking risks. He's just been cutting that distance too much. Not giving any different looks, right? Will Brooks is able to time exactly what's going on here, right? You have to be crafty with a guy like Brooks. You have to make him think you're going left and you go right. This is the kind of level you're at now. You come point A to point B straight line, you ain't getting anything on this guy. So let's see here if he's a little more patient. Because he does have that knockout power. Sojo throws his hands in the air. He's ready to go.
Here we go, third and final round. Will Brooks in the white, Sojo in the blue. And you see Sojo really trying to dictate the pace early on. Goes in for a haymaker to the right, misses wildly, and once again, easy takedown that time for Brooks. Quite possibly the easiest one of the fight.
Yeah. At this point, Will Brooks is loose. He's got the timing down perfectly.
Yeah.
Like I said, Sojo's only chance was to change up his pace, change up his looks.
Yeah. Well, when Sojo, he swung the right, he opened himself up completely.
Yeah. He didn't even put a jab in front of it. I mean, listen, he's going to learn a lesson here tonight. At the same time, I know this is not the kind of win that Will Brooks wanted.
No. He wants something decisive, which he has 4 minutes to do so. This is really Will Brooks just being methodical and surgical here throughout this fight.
Yeah. He is just one step ahead of Sojo in these grappling exchanges.
You hear the crowd in Santo Domingo trying to get behind Jhonasky Sojo for these final 3 minutes.
Right. Well, this crowd doesn't have Will Brooks on top of him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to cheer than it is to get up. This is a tough, well-seasoned guy you have on top of you.
Once again, Jhonasky Sojo in such a difficult position as he has been for most of this fight. And Will Brooks is being very patient.
Yeah, it's got to be frustrating for Sojo.
In the same regards, like you mentioned, a little frustrating for Will Brooks. I mean, no fighter necessarily wants to walk away with a decision victory.
Right. But a guy like Sojo, right? I mean, at the same time, he's a dangerous guy.
Yeah.
You engage with him, and it's like you get knocked out when you know you could have decisively won the fight. It's just a tough decision to make when you're in Will Brooks' career, this point in his career. And this would be a huge mark for Will Brooks if he could finish this.
He gets the back once again. Difficult to see from our point of view here.
He's flattened him out. He's flattened him out. I think he's got it. Yeah,
and that'll be it. And Will Brooks, with the rear naked choke, submits Jhonasky Sojo in the third round as he takes a further step back to prominence in his career. Will Brooks is now 25-5-1 as a pro. How consistent was he over those 3 rounds? And finally, in the final 2 minutes, locks in the rear naked.
Surgical. He was surgical with that performance.
Jhonasky Sojo is a warrior, but certainly disappointed.
Right, and you can see Sojo now. He's really visibly upset.
Understandably so, but then again, you mentioned the caliber of fighter that Will Brooks is. We're thrilled to have him here in Titan FC. Congratulations to Will Brooks as we await the final decision. Sojo very emotional in disappointment here. As you know, Mike, nobody wants to be finished, and Sojo was so close to going to a decision.
Yeah, for Sojo, for sure, he wanted to go out at least, right? You know you've lost all 3 rounds. You know you're not capable of getting out of these positions. You'd like it to go to decision, but, you know, listen.
Yeah.
This is Will Brooks you got on your back. How long can you get him on your back before he makes a mark, you know?
Will.
The winner in the lightweight division at 317 in the third of the round by way of a submission from United States, Will Brooks.
Tremendous finish to the night by Will Brooks. A victory via 3rd round submission, rear naked choke. What a night it's been for Titan FC 81. Thank you for joining us live on UFC Fight Pass from Santo Domingo. Don't forget, June 2nd from Serbia, Titan FC 82. We'll see you then.
Where's my camera? Hey, everybody in attendance, let's give this man who's had an amazing career an opportunity to say something, because I think he's ready to make a statement. Will?
First off, I want to give all praise and glory to my Lord and my Savior, Jesus Christ, that is. Man, he's never turned his back on me. Even when I was in the darkest place and wanted to give up on myself, lost value on myself, but God has always been there to show me how blessed I am through my wife and my 3 kids, and just incredible friends and family that I've made. I've had a blessed life, man. Ups and downs, success. Tonight, I think God was trying to move in my life to let me know that this was it, that I should have been done. I'm extremely stubborn, and he knows that, but I came out here, I gave it everything I had. It just didn't feel like I had it. But also, just one last thing. Man, whatever you are going through in life, man, just surrender to God, because he will take all your problems and he'll fight those battles for you. I tried to fight all these battles myself, And I just kept failing and failing and failing. And I finally gave over. And God gave me the answers through my wife and my children. And I just thank them. I just, man, whatever you're going through, whatever it may be, difficulties, just keep going, man. That's been my mantra recently. Hashtag on everything, just keep going. Just trust God, trust yourself, work hard, keep going.
Powerful words to close out from Will Brooks. We'll see you next time, June 2nd, for Titan FC 82.